Okay, right, guys. I'm talking here to Jack from Insta360. Hello. Thank you for volunteering to chat to us. Okay, so 360.
Yeah.
Who's using it? What photographers, videographers? What are they using it for?
Okay, so I would say that maybe for the 360 sort of capabilities, we're looking more towards the wedding photographers or wedding videographers, and just generally behind the scenes stuff maybe, and for anyone that just wants to be a little bit more creative with their footage that they're doing. So it might be a lot of people from event spaces, so if they're walking around spaces, they want to be able to move the video around, or even people who are doing shows, for instance. So if someone is a comedian and you've got a film crew there, it's nice to have just one of these setups so that it can catches the stage as well as the audience. Don't forget, it's always filming in 360, so any scale that you're looking to get, you can rescale within our app as well. So I would say, definitely wedding videographers and photographers are using these most, it seems, from talking to people, than anyone.
Yeah, and I was just looking at the screen. There's some of the stuff that you're showing there.
Yeah.
For some of the sports stuff, it's incredible. For the skiing that was going on, for people that are into action stuff, whether it's fast moving or not doesn't really matter. But it gives a new dynamic.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, predominantly our X3 and the Ace Pro are action cameras, with our Go 3 being sort of like a hybrid camera, we could say.
Yeah.
It has the point of view for the Go 3, so like a little lens. I can show you. It pulls out into a tiny little camera.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And going back to wedding photographers, a lot of people are using these for behind the scenes. So what they're doing is attaching this to the top of their camera, and then all you have to do is literally click a button here. It starts recording continuously for 45 minutes. So just getting those little short burst videos.
Yeah.
That's where we're seeing a lot of people for this sort of style. But don't forget, also it is the hybrid camera. So it's an action camera now with a monitor as well. So good for vlogging, good for action. You can mount it to yourself like a normal GoPro as well. So it's a nice little hybrid camera, that is.
Yeah.
This one here. So is this more, you say, the action camera kind of thing?
Yeah. So this is called the Ace Pro. It shoots in up to 8K. If 8K is your thing, then it's a camera to go for. It's got a Leica lens, 1-inch sensor. The low light on it is delicious.
I like a lens, that's going to sell you, isn't it? So,
the low light is delicious on it. I took it to Madrid recently just to really test it, and at 10:30 at night, it's just gorgeous. My wife's walking down a bridge. It's a little bit rainy, so there's like reflections on the ground, and I'm not edited it at all, but it's beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
So the low light on it's brilliant.
What sort of pixelation's on this one?
It is lovely. It is very lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is lovely.
Was it 8K or
8K? Yeah, 8K. So anywhere from 2.7K up to 8K.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where you're heading towards that. It's waterproof up to 10 meters without any casing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Which that's a real benefit compared to like somewhere like your GoPros.
Yeah.
And I've personally tested that in Lanzarote because I dropped it in the ocean.
And your life passed before your eyes.
I was like, no. So personally, I've tested that and it's brilliant. So the Ace Pro is gorgeous. If you look at the 360 images, the X3 again is one of the things that I take everywhere with me. I should say that I'm a travel podcaster, so I go around a lot. I've even mentioned all these places like Lanzarote and Madrid, and that's what I do. So all I take with me is the X3 and the Ace Pro. I don't know if you know or not, but all of our X3s or our 360 cameras have invisible selfie sticks, so it gives the impression of a drone sort of footage. And if you've got something like this, which is our 3-meter selfie stick, carbon fibre, super light, exactly as you see now, then you're going to get those drone feel shots without having a drone. As we know in a lot of places abroad, they're banning drones.
Yeah.
A pal of mine got his drone destroyed in the airport before he even stepped out of the airport. So this is something to think about for the future, especially if you use drones.
Yeah.
So do you think that as part of the future, they're able to do more things now? They're branching out and maybe replacing that where the drones are. Where else do you think it's going?
I think the use of AI within our app is definitely something that is really exciting because we've got, obviously this camera's been out for about 2 years, I believe. When people bought it, they loved how it felt and how you can create things within the app. But people are coming back 2 years later with the same camera saying, oh, I love how you've updated this firmware, I love how now the AI can do this. So even though it's a 2-year-old camera, you got to imagine if you bought a camera 2 years ago, you'd now start to think about upgrading.
Yeah.
Without the cameras, the X3 especially, people aren't doing that. People are saying, I'm loving what you're bringing out, do more of that, and that's what we're really excited about. The future for us is firmware and then definitely AI.
Yeah.
And working with your current kit as well. I'm finding that a lot actually with manufacturers, not just a lot of people now are really thinking about not necessarily the next thing to get someone to buy, but getting something that will work with things that people have already got. So having that longevity of that product, which I think is marvelous.
And also sustainability as well, right? Rather than constantly every year buying a new kit, the sustainability of that is also great as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about retail costs? What the price does that start from the range?
Yeah, so the X3, I mean, I've got a little form over here. We've got loads of show offers on today, but it starts around the £400 mark for just the unit. The Ace Pro is about $430. The Go 3 is anywhere sort of from the $350 mark upwards. And we've got other things like gimbals. We've got the Flow Creator Kit, which is fabulous. It really, if you're going abroad or if you want just those nice little shots, we've got a little gimbal there. But we've got our Deep Track on there as well. So if you're a chef who is doing some kind of like virtual cooking, you can have it set up. So it follows you as you're moving and you're cooking. So these are brilliant as well.
Yeah, excellent stuff.
Great stuff. Well, Jack, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, cheers.
Thank you.